How you going, guys? My name is Pranav. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an artist. I'm a fighter, and welcome to the V Space. So, what is the V Space? The V Space is basically my this space. I call it the V Space. What it is basically is a rundown of the thoughts that I had during the day. It's usually around a certain topic each and every day, and it's just my insights about the topic itself and how it can help men and maybe women too move further on with their lives and surpass all their goals and their limitations. And hopefully, this will help all of you guys that are watching, or even some of you guys, to help you on your path, on your journey. And that's why I always encourage you guys to leave comments in this comment section below too, because I'm also on the journey. I'm only 21 years old, so it's a lot I need to learn. There's a lot I can learn. So I'd love to learn from you guys too. So let's build this community of like-minded individuals. So this is take two. Last time my phone ran out of storage, but I hope it doesn't again. Deleted a bunch of shit, but yeah, let's get to it. Today's topic is gonna be suffering. Suffering. We hate suffering, don't we? We hate to get out of the bed when it's cold in the morning. We hate to get out of bed at 6:30 in the morning and just go to the gym in cold water. I mean, sorry, in the cold weather. We hate to get into the shower and turn the water all the way to the cold because it's discomfort. And we've been fine tuned and programmed to seek comfort ever since the day we were born. By our mothers coddling us, by our parents buying us the shit we want, many other things, Uber Eats, cinema rooms, like many things, right? Society is built around comfort, which isn't wrong, which isn't bad. Society's reached a point where we no longer have threats such as lions and tigers and etc. etc. So we have had the privilege of having more comfort than our ancestors did because we don't have wars either at the moment. I mean, unless you're in certain countries that do. Currently, we don't. So why is suffering important? Why do I think suffering is important? Well, I think that suffering builds character. Let me give you an example of that. Suffering is trauma. It's a traumatic experience that stays ingrained within your head forever for the rest of your life, and which will ultimately change your character, change who you are. So, for example, if you had a sales meeting and you completely botched it, you screwed up the sales so bad, you made your company lose tens of thousands of dollars, right? You're gonna be traumatized from that. You're gonna suffer. You're gonna suffer. You're gonna be traumatized. You're gonna think about it all night. You won't be able to sleep for days on days on days on. But if you're able to push through, you're gonna have this trauma in the back of your head now. So before every sales meeting, you will be prepared. You'll be so scared that you have to get it right. You will get it right. You will be prepared. Another example is if you're fighting in the ring and you get knocked out clean flush because you threw a right straight and you had your left hand down, so you got hit here, you got knocked out. Guess what? Next time you're in the ring, both your hands are gonna be straight up. That's what suffering can do to men or women. It's because that whole traumatic experience will now develop your character as just a person, as a human being, and you will never be the same again, which is a good thing, right? Unless you go the other route, which you shouldn't, where you just say fuck life and then just indulge in too much comfort. That's also pretty bad. But on the same topic of suffering, it's also whatever suffering is to you. What suffering might be for me might be different for what it is to you. What suffering is to you might be different than what suffering is to somebody else. So suffering to me might be something different than what suffering to a child in war-torn Syria is. I know it's an extreme example, but like this kid suffered his whole life, so his perception of suffering is just very different than my perception of suffering. So perception plays a really big role in this too. But yeah, it's not the same. So find the things that you can push on that you aren't pushing on, like try wake up, have a cold shower. Don't have it completely cold, put on your shampoo, do your thing, and then at the end for like 30 seconds to a minute, just turn it on, blast it on cold, and just stand there. And it's helped me a lot personally. We can I'll actually make that another topic. I will make that another topic for another day. But why I like cold showers, why it's helped me, and it's not just because it makes you feel like a man or some weird shit like that, but it's actually helped me conquer many mental mind blocks that I've had. It's weird. I'll tell you guys about that in another video, but yeah, suffering is what builds men. Is what makes men men. You are the sculptor and you are the sculpture. Therefore, this is how you do it. You ding ding. I don't know what it's called, but sculpting. And you're sculpting yourself, and it's gonna hurt you. If you want to be a great man, you're gonna have to go through some hard life obstacles. And you're gonna have to make some hard decisions in order for you to be able to make more hard decisions in the future. If you suffer today, you suffer less tomorrow. So if you already had a big bad thing that was going to happen to you in 2 years and you just lived a whole life of comfort and that happens, you're in a very bad boat. But if you've been giving yourself a bit of suffering every day, going to training, fighting people who are way stronger than you, taking the cold showers, setting goals that are way too high, but working really hard to get them, stay in, day out. You've gone barely any sleep, but you're still up at night, 3 a.m., while everybody's partying, while everybody's doing that. I'm not saying don't party. Partying is good. You can watch my video about hangovers as well. I party too. I like to drink. But everyone's partying, they're out, they're doing their shit, they're watching Netflix, I don't know, they're masturbating, whatever they might be doing. Whatever they're doing, doesn't fucking matter. 3 a.m. at night, you can't sleep. Instead of doing all that, what do? You go and send some outreach messages. You go and refine your outreach messaging. You know what I mean? So everyone's gonna suffer anyways. So people will go out at night thinking they're gonna get a girl. They get fucked up at a club. They don't get a girl. Instead, they get knocked the fuck out. So they suffer. Or you could be at home, typing away and fuck up a sales call. You suffer too. You know what I'm talking about? Pick your battles, pick your suffering. Because everyone suffers. You know what I mean? So it's just what type of character do you want to be built as? Like what do you want to build yourself as? You want to be the guy that just complains and says life hates me and nothing works out, or you want to be the guy that just keeps quiet, does the work regardless, and when everything works out, everyone calls him lucky. But they don't see all the work he's put on behind the scenes. You know what I mean? So you choose who you want to be. You don't have to be that other guy. You can be whoever you want, but don't come to me at the end of the day whining and bitching because you haven't suffered enough. So yeah, I'm getting too deep here. But hey, what I'm trying to say is I believe that suffering builds character, suffering builds integrity, suffering builds manhood, and suffering is not the same for everybody. Therefore, find what's making you suffer, find what you are finding really hard to do, and just tackle it. Because where fear lies, that's where you level up. Fear shows the direction. You're scared to do something, that's where you go. Mental fear, obviously, like not fear of your life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna walk into a room filled with 10 lions. Like, I'm gonna be scared. But you know what I mean by that fear. So if you have social anxiety, you're scared to go into the library and talk to people, go do it. What's the worst that can happen? You're not gonna die. You know what I mean? But yeah. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today's video. Suffering. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you have enjoyed the series so far. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, whatever y'all want to do. But what I really want y'all to do is just leave a comment and just give me your thoughts on this topic, because I'd love to learn off of you as well. And let's build this community of like-minded individuals. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about this as well. But for now, this is Pranav from the V Space, entrepreneur, artist, fighter, signing off. Peace. Peace.